So today we are gonna talk about Epic Books. Okay, so on your iPad, you will find the app called Epic. Here it is in blue, right here where my finger is. You also just click on this app, and in order to have students access this app in Epic, you yourself need to sign up for an account. So you have two options. You have the parents and you have educators. As an educator, you get a free subscription, and then all the kids in your class, you can share your classroom code with them, and they can participate, and you can track all of the statistics about their reading. Parents will have to pay. It's a $5.99 a month, but it is a really amazing way, and there's 30,000 books. So if you do have parents that want to encourage reading at home, or you have struggling readers, this would be a really good way to share that information with them. So if you have an account, you can sign in, but again, the educators, you hit the button, it asks you to put in first name, last name, email, and that's all you have to do, okay? So I'm gonna log in, so I'm signing in. And then I'm going to put my password in. You make this up yourself, so you can make up your own password. Okay. All right. And then you can see now in the right-hand corner where it says Classroom Sign-In Code, ZUS6177. That's your classroom code, and it will always be your classroom code. And so anytime you want to share this with a student, all you need to do is share your classroom code, and the student can sign in as a student, where it says student sign in at the beginning. And that's what they have. If you have a guest, all they do is click guest. Okay. So here we are. I got to put in my password again. Okay. And here we go. So now I am in Epic. It looks like this. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So there's preferences. You can see there's recommended books. Continue reading, those are books that I left off. You can see by the blue lines and the dark blue lines. These are collections that people in the community make, and so you can create your own collections if you want to. There's the new books, there's videos, there's recommended collections, there's audiobooks, and there's even quizzes, and they kind of filter it out just because they know how to filter things. And so that's how you would do that thing. Up here on top you have Read to Me books, which actually read to you, and you can follow along with them. And so you won't be able to hear it, but you can click on any of these books and it'll actually...
The Ghost at the Grand Inn by Michael Teitelbaum. Chapter 1. Worst Weekend Ever.
So you can see that it continues to talk to you. There's audiobooks, which you can just listen to, and so it'll just read it out loud. And you can search books here in the search. You can filter things in the top right-hand corner with the preferences, and you can filter by age or by Lexile measure. And you can kind of filter that way. You can filter nonfiction, fiction, and you can reset the options. You can search by each of the categories separately. You can search by genre or interest, which is kind of nice as well. And it's really easy to use. It's super accessible, and everything about it is really nice. And so I really like this. To get kids in your classroom, what you would do is you click on your name in the top left-hand corner. You can go to students, and then you can add students, or you can go to your import from Google Classroom if you have a Google Classroom set up, and you can actually import all the kids. And so I just go to import from Google Classroom. It goes to your Google account. You would sign in again. And you log in, you allow it to access all your info, and you can import all of your students into your classroom, and then they would all be in Epic, and then you would be able to see how many, kind of like the guest profile here. You know, it tells you how many hours read, how many books you read, how many videos you watched. And that's kind of the nice thing about this. And you can assign collections, or you can view groups, or take kids and put them in there, or you can add kids individually under add to rosters. And you can see, what activities have been read or conquered, what quizzes, if any, have been taken, and then you can even give assignments if you want. So let me know if you need help. Remember, your classroom code is the most important part. ZUS6177 is mine. You have your own. And it's an amazing resource to have kids just be able to, grab their iPads and, allow them to listen to stories, build literacy skills, understand different ways of, kind of learning and, working with literature, which is really important, and exploring new things and sharing them with friends and talking about it. So the more time you have to talk about it and have kids talk about books, I think the more successful we will all be. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Matthew Gerlich is my name. Teaching library is my game.